Hello, I'm that sociology teacher, and before we dive into today's topic, let's talk about something that might sound fancy, sociological paradigms. Don't worry, that just means the different ways sociologists look at society. Think of them like different pairs of glasses. Each lens helps you see society in a new way, notice things you might have missed, and ask smart questions about why the world works the way it does. The three big lenses are structural functionalism, conflict theory, and symbolic interactionism. Today, we're putting on the structural functionalism glasses. Here's the idea. Imagine society as a massive, wild theme park ride. Not just any ride. Think of the biggest, craziest roller coaster you've ever seen, with spinning arms, flashing lights, and screaming passengers. Every piece, the gears, the levers, the safety harnesses, has to work perfectly or the whole ride stops. That's what structural functionalism says about society. Every part has a job, and if one part breaks, the others have to adjust or pick up the slack to keep society running smoothly. Let's make it real with something we all know, school. Think of your school as one giant cog in society's theme park ride. Families, governments, the economy, they're all cogs too. Schools teach skills, families raise and support students, the government funds schools, students grow up to work and pay taxes, and this cycle continues. Each part relies on the others. Structural functionalists would say the system works because each part does its job, keeping the ride rolling along. Now, every part of society has three kinds of functions. Manifest functions are the obvious intended purposes. In school, that's easy. Learning math, writing, science, basically everything you need to get a job someday. Latent functions are the sneaky, unintended ones. Think making friends, learning teamwork, navigating conflict, and yes, surviving on way too little sleep. Even though these lessons weren't on the syllabus, they still help society run smoothly. But not everything goes perfectly. Sometimes a part of society creates problems instead of solutions. In school, that might look like cliques, bullying, stress, or even gang activity. Structural functionalists call these dysfunctions because they disrupt the smooth operation of the system. So structural functionalism isn't saying society is perfect. It's saying society is like a giant interconnected machine. Families, schools, governments, religions, and economies all have roles that support the whole. And when one part struggles, the others adjust. Think about what happens if teachers go on strike. Parents scramble for childcare, substitutes step in, students adjust their schedules. The system keeps moving. In short, structural functionalism helps us see society as a network of connected parts, each with jobs that keep the ride going. Gears that might not always be perfect, but that work together to keep the ride alive. Thanks for watching. Click the link below to access the structural functionalism activity and explore the key vocabulary.